So, again, just to bring it all full circle here, you think week one we'll see Jonathan Taylor with the Colts and Josh Jacobs with the Raiders and Zack Martin with the Cowboys. And, I mean, again, Jonathan Taylor's left the facility, I mean, to rehab and on his ankle off site, even though, Coach Steichen's saying, hey, we knew about it. So he's rehabbing. I mean, that's weird, man. There's just no other way other than to say that, he's holding out without saying it. So you think this is going to eventually just land with everybody's in because they just want to make their money? That's what you're saying.
I'd like to think they'll figure it out with Taylor. Now, if he's truly injured, he still makes his money, but he doesn't play. And that's one of the realities here, too. If you want to play football, and I think teams use that against players, they use their love of the game, their love of competition, their desire to play against them, whether it's big picture with the NFLPA or individually. Hey, you ultimately want to play football. Let's go play football. So I think of the guys you mentioned, yeah, look, I'd like to think Taylor will be there, but who knows? Zack Martin seems pretty damn dug in and stubborn, and Jerry Jones, we know how stubborn he is.
Yeah.
Who knows what happens there? I think Chris Jones will get a deal done with the Chiefs before the season starts. You mentioned Josh Jacobs, though. That's one we haven't talked about. Look, he's got that $10.1 million franchise tender. And I think when I look, and I know that some of the people cover the team will disagree with me, but when I look at the big picture and how this is all played out, I think the Raiders possibly are pointing toward, just before the season, removing the franchise tender from Josh Jacobs and saying, good luck getting paid when the rosters are set, the money's been spent, and the season is upon us, and then Josh Jacobs is going to be stuck. If I were him, I'd take that 10-1. I'd accept that I'm in checkmate, and I'd take that 10-1 because at this point you're not getting 10-1 from anyone else. But he's so upset about what the Raiders have done to him by not picking up his fifth-year option, forcing him to have a big year, and then using the franchise tag instead of giving him a new contract. It's a matter of principle for him. He doesn't care about the money. And I just wonder if he lingers too long in not showing up, do the Raiders wake up one day and say, we'll just take that $10.1 million and we'll spend it elsewhere, and we'll go with Zamir White or sign Dalvin Cook or do whatever and just save that money?
Yeah, I mean, they'd have to sign Dalvin Cook, one would think, if he's out there, because Devontae Adams might revolt. I mean, he's been very vocal,
But this gets back to the ultimate test of the running back position. Can you put another guy in who's a lot cheaper and he does, almost the same thing as the guy he's replacing? That's where this whole problem came from anyway. The supply outweighs the demand. So you wonder at what point the Raiders are going to say, fine, we'll remove the tender and we'll save our $10.1 million.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.